So Rajat, actually, I'm more of a technocrat, and I have like more than 13 years of experience now. So I've started as an automation tester, and I feel that I'm very versatile asset in any organization because of my expertise, which span across like I already told that automation is a key there. So web automation, API, mobile, desktop, RPA, anything. I mean, in automation space, I think I have tried and tested most of the things. So that's one part of it. Looking at it, and I've constantly and consistently led teams to deliver the high quality softwares, products, and I do have skills in cloud security testing, performance testing, DevOps, and AI as well, which makes me an in fact I try to be an invaluable contributor to, to multiple projects which I can get hold of. In addition to this, I'm highly knowledgeable in a lot of cutting edge technologies. In fact, I won't say highly knowledgeable. I'm always striving for that. It's the right word. Cutting edge technologies like AI, ML, Internet of Things, blockchain, Databricks, Azure, cloud, whatever. Okay, whatever comes, because these things are constantly growing up, and my focus always remains on constantly learning about new development in these areas. I'm a passionate learner and researcher. I do write blogs on LinkedIn and Medium. Those two are good platforms to highlight things and reach out to people for networking. And apart from that, I'm currently writing a book as well, which is on generative AI. So that's why I mean I try to always enhance my skill and stay ahead of the curve. I think, see, I will give you a little background before that what's happening around us. See, we are living in the world of evolving world of data science, big data, right? And Databricks is something which have emerged as a powerful tool. It is I would say Databricks has positioned itself as a leading platform in big data and data science landscape, and the applications are still growing. And I would say that you just take a name of a big cloud giant. Obviously, they have Databricks ecosystem. Definitely, it is something which has a lot of features and still growing upon. It has unified platform and optimized Spark. It optimized Spark and then Delta Lakes, ML Flow. Recently, they did a Redis integration, and obviously, I mean AWS, Azure, Google, everybody there relies on Databricks a lot. Um, Enterprise security, continuous innovation is happening in this space. Very strong community and ecosystem, which market recognition, financial growth, you name it, and they're always there. Okay, but what I'll tell you why I'm conducting this session as well. But before that, I think I would like to highlight testing as well. So basically, what testing does is it is a kind of paramount, right? It ensures that what you do is reliable and quality is there. If you serve a bad product, nobody is going to like it, or nobody is going to give you a pat on back. But speaking about these current technological trends, as I just introduced the Databricks notebook, how they stand out there. It's definitely since there's a lot of code has been written, or still as we talk, this is still going on. So it is very critical to test PySpark based notebooks, or maybe Databricks based notebooks, however you put it. Uh, I mean, I was working on one project, and I realized that there are certain limitations, because testing the PySpark notebooks is not straightforward, right? And I googled, I researched a lot. To be honest, I I didn't get a lot of things which resolve this complexity. These are very, I mean, there are a lot of challenges. Um, so there is no direct way, because there is not a lot of research have happened. There are certain ways you can do testing, but that is something related to very in limited portions, I would call it. Okay, but then how would I test it automatically? It's a next goal. I mean, and as per my research, there are very limited. I may be wrong here, but that's I'll be very happy if I'm wrong. But I don't see a lot of innovations which have taken place from the testing world, I would say, to test them. Um, Maybe there could be multiple reasons. One, people awareness. People awareness. I mean, people don't know a lot of these things. And in testing, in software testing world, we do see that people hesitate to do certain things or try out new things. Okay, in testing, what happens most of the times is people follow others, and that's why there's a lack of innovation, I would say. It's very bad to say, but it is the truth, ground reality. There are only hardly any people who do any innovations in testing per se, or maybe any discoveries or any ways, different ways of hack ways of thinking, okay, out of the box. So coming back to this notebooks, these are not straightforward. They are interactive. Okay, any Databricks notebook or PySpark, they're interactive in nature, and they interpret code, and their complexity is a lot in terms of because they are very dynamic. So test them is a challenge in itself. This can be only achieved, I believe, in using the automation testing. And to overcome this, I was just working on, as I said, one project where I realized that we should test this, and there was no direct ways, but definitely I had to dig a lot. And in this particular session, I want you know want to share my knowledge or experience, I would say, because introducing PyTest or unit test directly in Databricks notebooks is not possible, because um, any notebook, let's say PySpark notebook, that is not a Python code. Okay, that is, if you save it, I mean, it has notebook extension, which I think it's called .ipynb something. So testing them, it's difficult because you cannot directly inject the Python based code over there. Okay. Um, so what I did instead is I tried to address this challenge and introduced a few creative hacker ways, conducting tests directly into within the notebooks. So it's kind of a way wherein you cheat the Databricks notebook um, in the context of Python itself, and then probably you go from there. And that's how that's the only way, I think, um, at least for now, in the current stage, and something has come up as a framework or as a solution. But this abstract or this session I'm talking about, I want to let other people know that there are certain ways you can perform the automation testing, but you need to be smart enough to make a fool of notebook in a different way, so that you can run your test directly on the notebook within the notebook context. Yeah, so that's about it. So talking about uh, passion, see, passion is a very powerful force, to be honest. And that is the only thing I believe can change your life, your soul. Okay, if you are not passionate, you are not living, I think. So um, so I think, from my point of view, what keeps me going on day-to-day basis is, um, I I follow, I don't know if it is a strategy or what you call it. I don't know what is how to put this, but Sadaiv learner kind of thing. Okay, that's a lifelong learner. Okay, so that's is there, at least in terms of technology and uh, technical aspect of it. I have that in on top of my mind. Okay. Um, so I don't know. I may not be good at many things, but this is something which keeps me going on at least my technical front, or at least uh, on a uh, basically on the view of on life basically. So I try to be a Sadaiv learner, wherein uh, I want I have an endless quest for knowledge and understanding. So this keeps me ahead. And apart from that, as I said, I mean, I like to do adventurous activities, um, which always keep me as an open-minded person. Okay, so um, when I jumped from the sky towards the earth, I think that was one of the thing where I think uh, I I a lot of things change after that. So I did skydiving in almost 8 years back, uh, which was very exciting. And I believe when your heart races, then only you are living. Otherwise, you are not living. So um, all those things, cycling, running, hiking. I think those are the things which keep me, help me understand things better. Because if I do that, if I do cycle or do hiking or I go for running, I think that's give me um, a lot of time um, for my brain as well, to understand how the life is going on. And I think it's kind of a pre or a meditation kind of thing, which it helps me going. So these are the two things I believe. One is being an adventurous person and being a lifelong learner. So that's my hobby, or you can say a day-to-day basis. Talking about hometown, it's always special. Okay, I mean, you ask people, I mean, almost like as good as 99.9%. I still leave 0.1% because even data does that. So if you ask them, everybody will say that, okay, hometown is something special. Okay, there are certain memories you only and only live there. Okay, you cannot live that feeling or those moments again in your life. Or maybe after some time, even if you go back, you may not live those moments at your hometown as well. So when you grow up, I think your hometown gives you those memories. And I hold very I mean, I'm from Nagpur, and that holds that's a very special place in my heart. And not just because of its culture and the orange fruit, but I would say I growing up in Nagpur, and I would like to highlight one point over here, that the bond I shared with my childhood friends. I mean, I still talk to them. We are still in touch, and it's almost every day we remember each other. So that's kind of friendship we have. And it's unlike any other. Okay, so just roaming on the streets with them, playing cricket in open grounds, and understanding each other, um, their situations, and they understood my situations, and helped us. We helped us each other at every point of time.